Hello, survivors. The world of Zealand, Las Vegas is dark, brutal, and unforgiving as it is set during the zombie apocalypse that threatens to wipe out the human race. The content will be graphic and violent in nature, so be prepared. We return now to Zealand, Las Vegas to see how our group of survivors faces this dark new existence.
Hello, survivors, and welcome back to Zealand, Las Vegas. Tonight, I am joined by Colin, Mitch,
Hello,
and Matt.
hi.
As I said in the last episode, Jesse and Chloe are on hiatus, and Gabe had to move. But Gabe should be joining us via either Discord or Skype, whichever works better. Hopefully by the next session. Between now and then, we'll do a little bit of testing during our D&D sessions. But in the last episode, our group of survivors swept the rest of the fire station and killed the mascot, Sparky, the Dalmatian.
The Zog.
The Zog, or the Z9, as it's called in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. They killed, pinned it up against the wall, as had they been doing, and did a good job of mangling its back legs until Mitch just popped it up against the door. From there, they went
squished it like a bug. To be honest.
Just like a big old meat balloon. From there, they searched the rest of the living area of the fire station. Came up with some more food. I've yet to update the number at the top. We'll do a final tally at the end of the night. They found some food. They found some medical supplies. They found a few sets of clothes. And they found there's still hot water running in the fire station. So when we left off, the plan was Matt was going to go hop in the shower. Mitch and Colin were going to go kind of circle the wagons, possibly move the vehicles into the fire station, and close the doors, kind of take stock, go from there. So that's where we're going to go ahead and pick it back up.
So exactly as you said, we're going to go downstairs and start all that while he hops in the shower. I'll send Gabe up there too for him to start to get ready to change and shower and everything.
Also, so there's some kind of a guard rotation while somebody's in the shower while they're unarmed and effectively defenseless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we'll be downstairs. We can move the cars, can move them in, and we can finally take stock of everything we nabbed from the gas station a couple days ago. And maybe have lunch.
Yeah, it is.
Lunch sounds good.
I could probably, if the gas is still running, which if that giant propane tank out front tells me anything, I can probably look us up a decent lunch.
It is about 2:30 in the afternoon. Looking at the, if you go into your car, you pop it on. It's about 2:30. Your cell phone still has battery charge left.
What's the lunch?
Yeah.
And we left that. We had breakfast that morning. So.
With what limited experience we have with them so far, have we noticed that these zombies have any heightened sense of smell above that of human beings?
They seem to have a decent. I don't know about enhanced, but they have
the smell of cooking food.
That has not yet attracted anything, but we have yet to really test that theory.
Let's wait until everyone's done showering first, just so that should we need to quickly get them out of Dodge.
I can make sandwiches.
That works too. Yeah. I'm not opposed to a hot meal by any means.
I'll subtract 6 from the perishable food to do lunch after we move the cars.
Right. So you go out and you kind of piled up everything that you'd taken from the firehouse proper, like the Halligan bars, the turnout gear, gas tanks, everything we listed in the last episode. And Jesse and Chloe had been dividing it between the cars. And you get down there, and then they're kind of just out there leaning up against your SUV, and kind of looking around. Gabe's up on the truck still, or he was up on the truck when you first went down there. Everything's been, bless you.
Thank you.
Everything's been divided between the two, and they're just kind of standing there. You see them talking back and forth. You see across the road, Mitch, you see the woman kind of ferrying stuff back and forth in between the other fire station building and the sports car.
I completely spaced, and you reminded me last session before we stopped when we checked out everything. I wanted to take a look and see if there's any pictures of the wife and the maybe the kid.
So, going back through the lockers, you do find kind of the one. You find the one taken of the family. You found this. You found this last chapter. There's a picture of the family, and going back to that locker, you do a more thorough search. And you find one of. You find a one like a selfie. You know, cheesy. What we all do now. The wife and presumably the husband, and kind of. I'm going to narratively say you put out the zombie at some point, so he's not just this bonfire in the middle of the fire station. Because it was more like he flopped over onto it, and he didn't just burst into flames.
Right.
There's no accelerant, but like, and road flares do burn hot, so they're just gonna burn and scorch.
Yeah,
so
it's fucking phosphorus.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you probably put him on. So you flop him over, and you just kind of nudge him over with your foot. And like the chest is all scorched and burned, but you're holding up the picture and you're looking. At the
There's
face.
more than likely a fire blanket.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, your fire station.
Yeah.
So you're good. And you look at the face, and it's a little messed up looking. Like there's some black kind of ooze coming out of the mouth, and like a little black ooze, kind of like the veins you've seen on other survivors. A little bit of like crusty, like black, not like blood, but like black,
right.
Weird looking ichor. But comparing the photo to the corpse, more you can't be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the guy.
Because she's just across the road.
She is. She's like cat corner from where you're at.
I'll take the picture and I'll kind of jog everywhere.
So you take just the selfie or the one that he took of the family?
I'll take both.
Family.
Okay.
I'll take both. And I'll kind of rush over and hey. We're going to be kind of just general care for a little bit. We're still going to set up that distraction if you still want to head up to the compound.
That seems like our best bet. You know when? I mean, because knowing what's out there, I'd feel safer strength of numbers until you're ready, and then we can bug out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have our own food and stuff. You don't have to worry about taking care of us. Just we'll wait there till you're ready. Like, and I know the fire station. I can help out. I can do whatever you need me to.
Yeah. Come on. In case you were taken off, I'll hand her the pictures.
So she takes them and like you kind of immediately see her like just immediately like tears well up into.
I felt.
Do I know that you're going over there?
You probably see me over there.
She said your friend. He said you found a body. Was it him?
I'm sorry, but I felt we should at least have these.
Thank you. Before we come over,
yeah,
I don't want my kids seeing that.
I would. That's why I was asking, because I would have already started moving it.
I'll finish loading up the car, and I'll go into the radio room, and I'll stand by whenever you're
just
ready.
Just give us 10 and bring them on.
I am only grabbing. You said the Colonel. He's already pretty well stocked. If I'm heading there, should I bring anything from here? Like,
yeah.
What should I grab? What does he need? You know?
Probably not much and a lot all at the same time, but nothing you bring will not help.
But you and your group saved me and my kids. You found us and you gave us a way forward and you brought me closure. I'm assuming you're going to take some of this stuff. Like, I don't want to take away from your group. You seem like you're on your way out.
We've already loaded up.
Because y'all took the ambulance across the way, so everything left is whatever. Right? Okay.
Whatever you want to take, go ahead. We've loaded up more than our fair share.
I figure, showing up with some supplies could help And you said basically tell him you sent me.
Yeah.
All right, I'll finish load the car. You said give about 10 minutes.
Yeah, give me 10. Come on down. We'll probably be leaving about probably half hour, 45 after that.
Thank you for everything. She kind of like does like the hesitant thing, and then she just goes in and gives you a hug. Not like a bear hug, but just like a thank you hug. And she heads back inside. Like, you don't see the kids. You assume they're probably still locked away. But you see like there's a couple of bags worth of stuff in the back seats of the car, and like the trunk is open. There's some stuff in there too. Like, she's been kind of just faring trips back and forth. You kind of like just peeking, and you can see like it's just random odds and sods, things that would be of use. You see like a first aid kit from there, and you see fire extinguisher that you had looked at earlier, stuff like that.
I'll head back and see you moving the body.
It'll have already been moved at that point.
Matt, you're taking a luxurious shower. Okay.
No, I'd probably take a clean this quickly. Just make sure to get the blood off my arms and hands.
So you just
swap with Gabe.
Yeah, and then just put on.
I mean, it's faster if you have him scrub your back. I'm just saying, like, save water. If you use
Careful,
the
you
shakes.
got triple that thing.
You're really just trying to bring in money for this.
I'm hitting all the
this,
demographics. If you
podcast.
have him scrub your back, use the same shower style. We're just trying to protect Mother Earth.
Mother's is fucked for this.
You're both gingers. There's a demographic for
I'm
that.
just saying,
There's
watch
not
where you step. You're gonna step on him, dragging around.
They call him tripod for a reason.
God.
I will take a quick shower.
Now you scared him out of it.
It's got like an elephant trunk he's dragging around.
Is it a carrot of peanut? So you take a quick
Yours
shower.
a peanut, by the way.
I will. I'll make sure that like I'll definitely keep the bands I have, and like I'll put them in my backpack.
That's fine.
But with my change, I'll just take one of the rooms and I'll just change.
So you switch into something. It's not a perfect fit, but you kind of rifle through what you guys have drug out of the lockers.
Are one of these firefighters a scrawny boy? Perhaps a girl?
I was gonna say yes.
It's an open world, so you find a good pair of cargo pants that good durable, not jean, like Carhartt, like work pants basically. Very sturdy. They're a little bit long for you, but when you throw the boots on, you can kind of like tuck them over. It's fine. Yeah. And it's still the middle of summer, but you do find an assortment of shirts. You can find like a t-shirt, you can find a long sleeve shirt, a button-up shirt. It's kind of whatever you want to throw in at this point, but it is still the middle of summer.
Yeah. Now I'll have the t-shirt on. I'll put a jacket in my bag.
Okay.
So why not? And then it'll probably take me a second because I have to figure out how to like actually put the work boots on. Really, once you put it on. I know.
The laces, you tie them.
I wear skater shoes. You kidding me?
The rabbit goes around and under the hole, and you pull the ears. I'm sorry I didn't give you kids or like Velcro zipper shoes.
I need Velcro.
Good Lord.
They still make Velcro shoes?
Millennials
No.
again.
Well, they're all just like slip on.
I'm Gen Z. Right.
Whatever. If you don't know how to open a can opener or tie laces, you're a millennial.
Anyway.
Gabe, so
Says the guy who's technically a millennial.
there's too many people.
I don't identify as a millennial.
It doesn't matter what you
No,
identify
no.
as, you still
In
are.
this society, everything matters what you identify as.
Even if you did have laces, like Gabe, Chloe, like so many people, they'll tie their shoes just tight enough to slip them on and off without having to do the laces.
Like, weirdly.
Because those 30 seconds of time are so precious.
Alright, so you finish your shower, you change, you kind of high-five Gabe, he goes to do his thing.
I'll stand guard duty at the shop.
You're out there, shotgun.
He turns and slaps you.
He's like, good game.
It's free.
You're 10 feet away.
He's like, and it's cold in here.
I miss you, Gabe.
Yep. Hurry up, Gabe. Get your internet working up in the tundra of college.
Follow them sheep.
I know, right? So you're out there watching pulling guard, and Colin, you're down there. In this time, basically all this is happening kind of same time. You're showering. Colin's dragging a body off, kind of hiding it back behind a stack of equipment, and scuffing out the blood. They probably have one of the spill kits, like you throw around the pink sawdust on stuff. You're across, delivering photos and good bad news.
Actually, I'm pouring. If anything, I'm finding some bleach
Yeah.
to pour onto the blood so that hopefully it breaks up whatever compound is in that blood. So that if some animal comes in later and drinks the blood, if anything, it'll die immediately instead of being turned.
All right, so you're bleaching it down.
Yeah.
All right.
So once I'm back and we'll pull the cars in, because there's a door to go into. It's not just the roll gates.
No, there's the roll gates, and then off to the right hand side there's a physical personnel door.
I'll roll down the roll gates once we're all inside. So Jesse's car is still outside because it only fit the ambulance.
So ambulance, one SUV. There's a fire truck outside and Jesse's car outside.
Which from the road coming to the mountain, at least Jesse's car is hidden from you behind the fire truck.
Yeah.
And we'll just go. Now's the time where we can go through everything that was in the car.
Everything that's in your car. There's still a bunch of supplies in Jesse's car too.
Perhaps we should have the ambulance outside then, because we know what's in that. We'll bring the two cars in that we still have to check.
That's fine. So yeah, so you bring in your car and you bring in Jesse's car.
Yeah.
Ambulance is outside. You know it's chock full of medical supplies. It's a fucking ambulance. There's not going to be like hidden food.
Snackies.
Yeah,
And
snacks.
Let's inventory.
Okay. So
Now we rolled luck for all this long ago.
yeah, I don't remember what the hell you guys rolled. So it was a lot. I know you guys rolled well, and I remember describing like throwing like cases of water and bags of beef jerky, and Chloe had her hidden stash of Japanese candy, which doesn't count to the group totals, but just generically. Because back then you were still stockpiling for a group of 6, right? Yeah, still a group of 6 at the time. Or 5 at the time. 5, because Colin hadn't joined yet. So you're stockpiling for a group of 5, and you're raiding a gas station.
Do you just want me to re-roll luck?
No, because you rolled it to grab it, but it was good. I remember you guys rolling well. That's the thing, because you did sigil it. I remember you rolled well.
It was him and Chloe that really nabbed the supplies while I was dealing with.
If anything, I want to say it was either a great or an excellent. Somewhere along those lines.
Excellent it is.
Well, I'm just saying, like it was. I mean, it was It was last season. It was, or no? Was it? No,
it was my first night back.
It was season 2 when we actually hit up the gas station.
Yes.
So yeah,
it was like 2 seasons ago.
God, it feels like it forever ago. So we will say that you guys secured, because you're grabbing cases of water, and that's like the average person's supposed to have, they say, a gallon of water a day, but most people don't drink that much. And a case of water is like 32 12-ounce bottles. So we got a group of 5 people at a time. Supposed to have 3 units of water a day. So that's, we'll say 90 units of water. So you're up to 124 units of water.
How many days have passed since I came down from the mountain?
Same day. You guys haven't slept yet.
Yeah.
You hit the library. You hit the library and then the fire station.
Wow. Okay. So I probably still have a few liters of water left.
Yeah.
And this is in August.
Yeah, this is
Fuck.
barely.
Jesus Christ, we're in December right now.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Well, so we only get to play every other week, and that doesn't always pan out. In game, we go a 6-hour session, and you guys go through half a day. It's like watching 24. You know, you gotta watch every second of Jack Bauer not sleeping. All right, so you guys are up to 124 units of water.
Yep, we have 116 non-perishable food. 120.
116
non-perishable. 124 water, 15 shotgun shells, 28 bullets.
9 mil. It's pretty much all 9 mil.
Yeah. And 12 perishable units, because I already subtracted the 6 for lunch.
How much perishable?
12 left, because I already subtracted the original 6 from the 18 for lunch.
So that's 124 water. And so remember, it's 3 per day per person. So that's math amount of water per day. And then
we've got a little bit.
Yeah, and you said you were grabbing like the Dinty Moore stew packs and like beef jerky, stuff that's calorically dense and it's gonna give you food. So I'm gonna say for non-perishable foods, for a party of 5 people, we'll say you grabbed a week's worth of food. So 3 per day, so 15 times 7 would be 70, 105. Yay, math. So you're up to 221 non-perishable goods.
Not a bad stash.
No.
Yeah.
And again, it's all like
It's gas
bar
station
and-
food.
Yeah. It's all gas station food, but it's not like
It's the end of the world. Who gives a
we
shit?
didn't grab like chips.
I'm
We
gonna
grabbed like all the
I'm gonna die anyway. Well,
I was gonna
meals.
say unless it's something that is literally going to make us blow up like a blimp immediately, I'm not too concerned about
Well,
getting a little fat.
in Zombieland, he murdered his way across the country for a Twinkie. So, survival. You get it where you can. Yeah, it was a good haul. I've been waiting for sessions for you guys to like, how much did we get?
Yeah.
We
We had more important things to do, like burning zombies.
We did grab some medical stuff. I know. I think we grabbed like the car. Well, you can tell us, but I know we looked for. They usually have like a car aisle for emergency car crap and gas.
I want to say
stations,
you grabbed a travel first aid kit, at least one, and then I know you grabbed some surgical gloves or some latex gloves,
which
from
I
the janitor's office.
yeah, which I already actually marked that down separately. So
I think you're set on gloves / multi-use prophylactics for a long time.
We've got bags of like
Nice.
rubber gloves, latex gloves. We've got 2 full of the big bottles of bleach, another bottle of just cleaner. Like
Keep them separate.
yeah,
They've been doing a great job of murdering janitors.
Hey, chlorine gas. I'm just saying it's fucking useful, but it's not something we want
I
going
say,
off by
It's
accident.
useful against the living.
we've mainly been like pouring a little bit on a rag and like cleaning off weapons after a fight.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
So this takes you. I mean, because you're kind of like you pull the vehicles in, and you strip the cars down. You want like, all right, we're settled in. You're taking a full inventory. So kind of everyone. That's like a beehive. You're like, all right, water over here, non-perishables over here, medical supplies over here, gear over here. So you're taking a full account of like weapons and everything. So obviously we're not going to list that out because you guys have your individual gear. But you're checking that. You're cleaning stuff up you haven't noticed before. Like everyone's kind of taking their turns in the showers. And we'll say when you started taking your showers in lunchtime and you've prepared food at this point in time, you made sandwiches. Everyone kind of dug in. We'll say about an hour and a half goes by. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By this point, the woman and the 2 kids had come over and joined, and she's kind of hanging out to the side. Every once in a while, she kind of digs something out from like a hidey hole in the fire department. She'll bring it by and be like, hey, I found this, and like a multi-tool or a little tin snips, something to just kind of add to your toolkit collection.
Tin snips. Take the tin snips and a multi-tool for sure.
bring her over to the side. It's gonna sound like a weird question. Did he fish?
My husband?
Yeah.
Not really. The only good place around here is Lake Mead. Even though you do a lot of fishing. The chief did.
The chief did.
Yeah. I mean,
Think he might have anything here?
if he did, it would be in his office. If not, it'd be in his house. And his address would be in the other building. We have the dispatch building. We have everybody's addresses back over
You
there.
wouldn't happen to have that memorized.
Not his address, but I'd say it's just in the other building. We have all the files for everybody over there. And I used to work the dispatch radio. This building has a radio too. If you guys are gonna be traveling,
Yeah.
you don't need both. Honestly, if any of you guys are good with this stuff, you could, if I'm heading to the compound, take one with us. Take the other one with you.
We grabbed a couple books on how to work it, so we'll snatch one. Plus, the ambulance that we're going to be taking has one in it too.
True. I'm just thinking this one's like built for if you find a place to stay.
Okay.
So Jesse kind of perks up when he hears this. And he's like, "Oh yeah, Colin, you grabbed that book on this crap, right? On these radios."
We did grab one
Yeah, it was specifically like
book on handcrafting radio communication, stuff like that.
So Jesse is going to say, "Hey, can I borrow that? I can take the one down from here, and then I can go grab the one from the other one and send it off with her."
Yeah.
So Jesse's gonna roll before right out. He's gonna use a sigil.
Does he get any bonuses for using the
He's
book?
going to get a plus 10 because he's using the book. So it's going to be plus 35. There's a 42 in broadcraft. So really, if he passes, he passes. But it's really, you're trying to see how quickly he can do it and how well he can do it. So he's trying to take down as much as he can because there's an external piece and an internal piece. But there's like rooftop access to the building, up in the living quarters there's like the rooftop access ladder. So you have to go up there, dismantle that part, kind of trace it back to the building. So assuming he does blow it up, he should be able to grab all that. Alright. Yeah. He rolled a 67. Way good. So he's like, cool. He just flips through the books a couple times, he's looking at it. And he's like, he talks to the woman, kind of shows a couple things back and forth. She points up to the roof, and he goes and grabs his toolbox, and you see him kind of disappearing around the roof. And while you guys are sorting through stuff, he's gone about 15 minutes. He comes back down. You see him kind of disappearing off to the other side of the building. Comes back down. And each time he comes back, he's got like some cabling, the actual antenna, some more cabling. And then he comes back with some equipment. He's like, all right, this is everything for this building. Like, this is a full-on find a power source. This is a powerful long-range radio that'll tie in with everything else. He's like, and if this book should tell us how to be able to configure all of it. We just got to go through all the dials, and we just got to make sure it talks to the ambulance. Because right now the ambulance can talk to the fire truck to the ambulance, and the radios we could probably figure out how to get onto that same channel. Colin, you used to work with this stuff. Can we get our radios on the ambulance on the same channel?
Probably.
Because these are the C band, civilian band.
Yeah. So if they're from the same unit, so they were those portable radios were probably purchased to work with the ambulance. And like with most police departments, the ambulance radio will have some kind of repeater in it, so the portable ones will basically be pushed to the car and then blasted out from the repeater.
Alright, strapped to the top of the SUV.
Okay.
We can strap the antenna. I'm guessing it's not like an antenna. I'm guessing it's like
It's an antenna.
an antenna.
Yeah, it's tall. So I mean,
but we've got the furniture straps, the crank ones.
Okay.
So we can wrap it around the antenna long ways, of course, and attach it to the top.
So he goes and he straps it down there.
And honestly, if we camp somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, we can prop it up on top of the car, strap it down tight.
Yep.
Jerry rig it to the battery on the car.
Whatever we do, we got to make damn sure we turn them all off when we're camping in the middle of nowhere. Because if we pick up something at the wrong time, we are going to attract a fuck ton of attention that we don't want.
So swapping out showers and everything, and kind of like getting it all.
Yeah,
set.
that's just been kind of like one person at a time going.
Before we go, we're taking the batteries from the fire truck that's staying here.
Yes. The water.
We should.
Yeah.
We also should take any docking charging stations we can find.
We actually have a couple of those.
No, I mean for the radios.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they were given one docking station minus the charger. Like they were given a wall charger. They didn't have a car charger, but his actually fits for the docking station for the military radios. Those are the ones Jesse was like, can we make the military ones?
Yes.
C-band, civilian band.
Yes.
Talk to the ambulance. That's easy.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a couple of charging
because
for that.
The only thing is on the military ones, they're probably encrypted in some way. The civilian ones, you're just tuning into the frequency. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to take those. A couple extra car batteries can go a long way.
Right. That's fine.
But
so that would be just be a broadcast.
Okay.
So if you want to pull that out, and
we do have a book on.
I was going to say Gabe grabbed a book on mechanical engineering or mechanics,
and we have a couple toolkits.
Yeah. So go ahead, same deal. So the plus 10 because you have the book to help guide you through it. Broadcraft plus 10.
What do you have in Broadcraft?
42.
That's 45. But close enough. Back.
10.
Okay. So again, it's not a matter of pass or fail.
All zeros.
You just took out the battery. It just took you a little while. That's fine. So you stripped out the battery from. Well, so remember the tanker was in the other building.
Whatever I was talking about the fire truck that's like parked right outside.
Okay, so that's the actual the hook and ladder truck.
Yeah.
Okay. At one point, you guys were talking about taking that one and using it. That's why I was specifying. Okay. So that one, you pop the hood, which pretty big. You take the battery out of it. So you don't have, and those are one of the big, like, beefy.
It's one of my cats.
Beefy batteries.
He's an attention whore.
I don't even know what's the size of a battery for a fire truck.
Probably an 18 volt.
Yeah,
20.
it's a big son of a bitch. I know that one.
Find out.
Yeah, it's big. Big son of a bitch. Put some big son of a bitch battery.
I actually put beefy car battery.
Yeah, there you go. And again, it's a car battery, so it has negative and positive poles. You can jerry something.
Most trucks feature the system voltage of 24 volts.
So you might blow some things up, but it depends on how you jerry rig it.
Yeah.
It'll
either be 124 volt or 212 volts, basically connected.
Which Gabe grabbed a book on gun and car maintenance and electrical engineering.
Definitely helps.
So,
invasion of the fur people. So
it's not cats, it's dogs.
Jesse, you see him talking to the woman, and he's kind of gesturing at the other building. You see her. Hold on a second. She goes and grabs her kids, and she still has her shotgun. She weighs them on, and Chloe picks up her. She still has your short sword.
Yeah,
Yeah, so she has the busted short sword essentially, and those 5 make their way to the other building, presumably to go grab, because he still has he was looking at the book, set it down, and he was heading off with his toolbox with her.
After the showers, after he gets back, I can't think of anything else to do here. We've all showered, we've all changed. I think it's time to hit the road.
I'm gonna be cleaning off any blood off the hill, give you that back, because that holds value to me now.
Yeah, I'll have used any bleach or cleaning supplies that I could find to clean off my K-bar.
Okay.
And my hatchet.
Here's your sword.
I already picked it up. Remember, you said it. Tossed them before. I cleaned it.
So, is there any? So everything's here. Like all the gear is laid out. So there's fire axes. There's Halligan bars. Like, do you guys want to switch out any gear or add anything to yourselves right now? Kind of time to do it. Everything's going to come with you. I'm just saying, like, since it's all laid out, it hasn't been packed away yet. Is there anything you wanted to grab for yourself?
So, we grabbed a couple of the firefighter suits.
Yep.
And that includes, like, pants to go over pants.
It's a full turnout suit.
In this weather, we don't want to be wearing that at all times.
Not for a long time, yeah.
But I'm also in a leather trench coat right now.
He's sweating his balls off already.
So you're just not that bright.
Well,
you use the penchant for pain and suffering.
It saved him earlier.
Yeah,
I know. I know that. That's why I'm giving him shit.
Instead of that, I can move maybe a little easier without the trench coat, because it's bulky. It's kind of loud.
Take it off while you're in the truck.
So I'll probably store that in the back, and I'll keep a suit close. Are there a bunch of belts around?
I mean, you would have found some upstairs.
Belts and straps and stuff. So
I mean, like belts, like leather, like for your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, searching clothes and stuff. There's personal lockers, personal effects. There's lockers upstairs and downstairs.
So while people are doing all this stuff, I would have taken one of the top parts of the firefighter suit, because the tops and bottoms aren't attached.
No, it's the turnout
like a
pants
jacket
with the pants with suspenders.
Yeah, and then a coat. It's an overcoat.
Yeah,
right. And I would slip on one of those, make sure it fits on nice, and like it comes down to the hands, I'm sure. And the suit should come with gloves.
There, yeah. Like you found the full complement. So gloves, mask, breathing apparatus.
Keep the gloves like
those gloves are going to be like super useful.
Yeah, because they're the fire resistant. Like fuck you,
could barely
like 800 plus
and
degrees.
They're usually puncture proof, stab proof, some crush resistance.
Yeah,
they're pretty hard.
I'll make sure to keep a pair of those gloves. But what I want to do, because I know those things are bulky too. Yeah, I was gonna take as many belts as I could and kind of just like cinch it down in places so it's a bit tighter and not as poofed out.
Okay.
Around the arms.
I'm walking around with a full complement of paracord, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's straps on the fire truck itself. There's going to be tie-down straps. There's going to be, there's going to be rope. There's implements for you to strap up their duct tape or whatever you
Yeah,
can come
and
up.
I'll wear the pants too.
Okay.
So, but I won't like close up. The
Yeah, so
front.
you're wearing essentially a fireman's garb, top and bottom. Because we talked about with your
My armor right now is 25 for everything but the head because it was full sleeves,
because it
full.
was sturdy armor. And soft armor is like denim pants,
Yeah.
essentially. So sturdy armor was your leather.
What would you call this?
I would call it the same thing because like it's made to take a beating.
Okay, yeah.
With your work pants, I would consider that soft armor for your legs. It's your like your Cargill or Carhartt cargo pants. So it's gonna be so negative 15 damage to your legs.
So when I attack on the legs, it just negates damage.
If I do X amount of damage, 15 of it comes off.
So okay, cool. He's doing that. I would get so we did get a whole set of kendo gear, correct?
Yeah.
You got a whole set of taekwondo.
Yeah, taekwondo.
sparring
It's a
gear.
gi.
Yeah, I don't know. But you said I had like the glove.
So it's all padded. It's not the
Right.
hard plastic. It's so you can go punch each other without like hurting each other.
Right. So is it the box gloves or is it the fingerless gloves you can see that have the?
It's it's like a big mitten, and then you see
Right.
your fingers. There's like a strap
I'm
across.
just not sure which one it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's that one. So it's that, and you have the headgear. There's a chest piece that's it's not thick, but it definitely sucks less when you get kicked in the windpipe or kicked in the sternum. There's a cup in there if you want to use it. I don't know if it's your size or not. You have to try it on first. There's going to be shin guards, knee pads, elbow pads, and foot guards. So it's the full sparring gear.
We got any?
That's your kendo armor.
We got any?
So it's mobile on the inside with heavier padding on the back side of the hands.
They're like shears specifically made to cut like thin metal. You know what I mean?
Look, I usually comes like tin snips.
Yeah.
They're like big, chunky ones. She brought you some of that stuff.
Cool. So I'll probably have broad or fine craft to do a little. You're probably upstairs, like putting on your armor.
We're just thinking about. I'm probably just getting ready.
And you'll probably hear the sound of glass breaking. I want to bust out my back window because it's already busted in a little bit.
Yep.
I want to bust out the back, the rest of it.
Like a cage.
I was going to take those tin snips
wire.
because they have the chain link fence back there.
Yep.
It's gonna snip as much of that. We have a bunch of tools to measure and everything, and see about getting that kind of attached.
Okay.
You said there's basically a little mechanic shop area inside the
Yeah,
bay,
for
right?
vehicle maintenance, there's probably a welding.
I was gonna say I want to do an investigate for a welding kit.
Go ahead, give me investigate plus. We'll go plus 30 because you already know
73.
If it's any kind of welding, we're taking it.
73.
Because I can weld.
I got a 48 out of 73.
Okay, so you find one. Now you give me a luck roll, flat luck, to see what's your luck.
49.
All right, flat luck. Pass, no sigils. Flat luck. You pass, it's immobile. You fail, it's not.
8.
You have yourself a mobile welding, whatever the hell that looks like. Because I don't.
Well,
know
it's all the tools. It's just not attack.
yeah.
Like
So you can move it. It's heavy as shit. Probably.
sometimes they actually come in like little carts.
Yeah. So this is probably something they purchased as like a bolt-on, so they could do some small repairs to some of their gear.
So you know those it's sometimes like grocery stores will have them where it's just like a basket like with the wire thing. It's like that, but it has all the tanks and like all the stuff.
So you now have one of those.
And so I will be welding.
It is so the tank on it you check is 3/4 full.
That'll last us quite a while.
Yeah, it takes nothing.
I don't know these things.
Yeah,
You're
a
welcome.
full in what we're doing, a full tank would last us a year or more.
So
Probably more.
I would like to weld the fencing onto the back window.
Also make for a nicer weapon too.
So again, broadcraft is stuff like this. Finecraft is you like sewing an artery, giving stitches.
Yeah.
So again, it'll just be broadcraft. You do welding, you said.
Yeah.
I have
I
broadcraft
took
as
a
well,
class
so
for
should
it.
I give him a hand?
I will, if you're assisting, because I know sometimes like if you have to, and there's mass around, like one person holds the thing, the other person welds it. So go ahead. We'll consider him like flanking, and I'll give you plus 35.
So I don't need to roll.
No, so
With the plus 10, or is that plus 45 with his flanking?
So I'm giving him like a plus 5 for flanking for helping.
Okay.
So plus 30 generically.
Him, so plus 5. So plus 30.
Plus 35. And yeah.
Gets me at 77.
So that's it.
Yeah, I'll use my last one for the day.
So that Zare comes after us. Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
rolled a 95 and then a 94.
So you, like, you get it on there.
And I'm gonna go in and try and.
Well, this is you helping me.
Yeah, that's with you assisting.
Oh, so I can't go in and fix it.
So you've cut it, and like when you were cutting it out, you took all the measurements and everything, but you like maybe didn't account for like the curvature, so it's a little short on one side. Like it's covered all the like let's say like a 3-inch gap on the right side, and it, being that you've already welded it down, you can't really stretch it. You try a little bit, but you're like, so you have a gap. It's there, but there's like a 3-inch gap along the back. If you're driving, the back right hand side, there's about a 3-inch gap.
Go get more fence and weld it into the space.
So, but still, it's better than like a webbed out window that you can't see through. It's still secure because like 3 inches, not like a whole arm is not going to fit through that. If it does, it's going to shred itself.
We can also shoot through it.
Exactly. So, all right. So you're doing that. Everyone else, you've taken your turn, and by this point, you've probably taken your shower. You've taken your shower. You've changed into appropriate gear. You kind of find the same thing. You find some work pants. So 15, negative 15 armor. Sorry. Yeah. You have armor on your legs because you find some good work pants you did. So your legs now have armor class essentially negative 15 damage. Same deal.
So under armor, I write negative 15
on legs. So right leg, left leg, both negative 15.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna find it anywhere.
You're just seeing that it's there.
Yeah, I'm also just looking around, just keeping an eye on everything at this point.
Okay.
It's not really doing much.
So you're kind of
Watching me well.
Yeah. It's probably cool. I don't know if you ever watched somebody weld chain link fence.
Hopefully you're not looking directly at it.
That's super. It's super fast though, because it's just like.
Yeah,
you're just like welding the like bits on.
It's not like we're TIG welding.
So and again, it's not like a super long process. Like
wait,
Jesse,
the other one? There's TIG and there's what's the other one?
It still just looks cool.
One is like super easy, super common. The other is not.
So like everyone's taking their turn showering.
Yeah,
Jesse
right.
and Chloe left with the wife and kids. Y'all been kind of busying yourself packing gear. So you got everything packed back in, all your gear packed back up. Everyone's just kind of back downstairs by now, and you got the back of your car more or less welded up. When you hear boom coming from across the way,
I'll pop open the door and take a look.
and you see Jesse backing up towards the car. You see Chloe pushing kids into the car behind her with the woman pushing her into the car. Jesse's backing away from 7 zombies walking towards him. One on the ground. You see him crank another one in. Boom! Another shot rings out. Another zombie falls. Chloe runs forward and hacks at one of them, hitting it in the leg. And it falls. And they back away. And the woman's waving him in. Get in the car, get in the car. Chloe jumps in. And Jesse looks at you guys. And he shouts like, get the fuck out of here. And Jesse runs around and gets on the other side as the zombies start beating on the door, the 5 remaining ones. You see off in the distance on the other side of the fire station, you see some running figures coming in the far distance.
How close is the vehicle that we were going to set off the car alarm for?
It's over there. You were going to set up
How far away?
Where they're at.
No, like distance.
Across the road. It's like 50 yards, but it's where they're at right now.
50 yards, okay. And there was a specific reason I was asking, but never mind.
So you're over. Remember, again, we don't have the map right now, but you're
Yeah.
You're in the main fire station.
Okay.
They're across the way.
Yep.
Jesse's backing his way. He's not like feet away from the zombies. He's slowly walking backwards. They're approaching, and he's pumping. He's shot 2 rounds into the crowd so far. Chloe's packing the family into the sports car. The wife is behind the wheel, and she's like waving them in. And he looks at you guys and just yells like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
I lean back up. I yell upstairs and like, "Let's go now!"
Gabe
Gabe
comes sliding down the pole successfully.
Hey,
He was
and there's no
upstairs.
corpse there for his soft landing.
He successfully comes sliding down the pole.
We'll have to roll for that if I wanted to.
It's your time.
Athletics.
Athletics. We're all athletics.
Sigil! Fuck it.
So you come down after.
And I'm rolling up the gates.
Yes. So like I said, everything's packed. You guys are good.
Yeah, I pass. 51. We're good.
All right. So you come down, slide down the
Oh,
pole.
with the
after.
sigil, yeah, you pass.
Yeah, Sigil.
So you hear a 3rd shot rung out, boom, and you see another
That's so
zombie
fun.
drop.
That's so fun.
You see Chloe is now in the back seat with the kids. Jesse is backing his way around the front of the car. The zombies are about 15 feet away from the car, all outstretched hands lurching for him. In the distance, you see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just coming out of the woodwork. All these running zombies. Jesse goes around the front of the car and gets in, and she guns it. Whips a U-turn, heads back in the direction. Basically comes towards you guys, turns right, heading up in the direction of the car alarm area, the way towards the colonel's office. Which now means there's a few zombies that are following that noise heading in your direction, and 7 running zombies heading in your direction.
Ambulance. Jesse's car. Go.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I'm already loading. I'm already
fast as
loading
fuck.
up.
Gabe will hop in with me. He's in Jesse's car.
All right.
Do I still have a pistol?
And I do.
Yeah, you would have, because it was. You were supposed to, because it was you and Jesse that this was. I got the shotgun.
We gave somebody one of the pistols.
I had the shotgun. Jesse had a pistol.
Let me see what's good.
I think it was Gabe.
Because I don't have it anymore.
Gabe just says BD gun.
I
Pretty sure we gave you one.
I used to have it, and I gave it. I'll not have it for.
Because you had 2 at one point. You had the guys and you had the army persons.
Mm-hmm. And we
Then
gave
Jesse
one to
got
Jesse.
one of them.
And I gave the other one. Oh, the army guys?
Because you got one from the army when you first rolled up the compound. Because you were like, knife, and they're like, here. And then you took one from the one
guy.
the guy.
I gave it back to the army guy, I think. No?
Nope, you kept on it because they never asked for it back. Because they have a bunch.
Yeah. I'll kind of shout to you as we're like loading up. Because there's still one car in that parking lot, right?
There's the librarian's car in that parking lot. They're peeling out in the sports car, and they already just drove by you guys.
Shoot the other car.
Wait, hang on. Are you in the lead vehicle or the rear vehicle?
I'll be in the
So
lead.
the ambulance was outside.
Yes, so I guess
And the
you'd be
2
in
other
the-
cars were inside. So if you're in the ambulance, you're already outside.
Yeah, you'd be in the lead.
And you were facing, you had pulled around and you're facing
Ow.
back towards Las Vegas. I don't think you were facing further into Monshausen.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna wait for them to pull out.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna follow them.
Wait, if you're driving, I can buy.
No, I was gonna say okay. If
You're
you're
driving too.
There's 3 vehicles.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm driving too?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're driving Jesse's car.
What the
Is there anyone in the vehicle with me?
I can't
No.
drive.
It's just you.
Just you, because Jesse and Chloe are tearing away.
Who has 2 people in a vehicle?
Me and Gabe.
Okay. Shoot the propane tank.
Wait, can you
Never
drive?
mind.
What's Gabe's driving skill?
He's already in the car with Mitch. Doesn't matter.
I can't drive.
I'm not shooting that thing at.
So with drive, you just
I
have to be able
too
to
close to accurately hit the.
And if
thing.
you're just driving,
No.
if you're just driving,
Okay,
it's,
well that
it's
too.
just
I'm not
you're
gonna
driving.
try and shoot that either.
If you're trying to do something
I'm
crazy,
just
that's
trying
how
to
they
get
can
the
do
police set up
drive.
the alarm while we
Yeah, I
drive
know.
away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot the windshield.
So a sports car just tore out and drove by you guys. There's still 4 remaining slow zombies, and you see about
And
7
they're going towards the
you guys, which is towards you.
You know
Right,
what?
but
Now,
they're
no,
going towards
hang
the
on.
tunnels.
You guys go. I'll be right behind you. The second they peel out, I turn on my sirens.
Okay.
And I am going to, as soon as they're clear and heading up the road, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out. If there's any zombies in front of me, I'm going to try and run them over. But I'm going to, as soon as I'm clear of the parking lot, I'm turning the sirens off. It was mainly just to create a distraction while they try and get out.
We're heading towards about.
Okay, so you're heading back towards 95.
Okay.
So
I'm following them.
So you two pull out. You've driven.
You know how to drive.
You know how to drive. You're just driving. Right now, you're just putting a car in drive and hitting the gas pedal. You're nervous, but you don't have to do anything crazy right now. When you do a drive check, as if you're trying to like swerve to avoid a zombie like they had to do, or make a quick turn. That's, in real life, maybe a little harder, but as a character, not all that hard. So you two peel out and you're heading back towards 95. The second they peel out, Colin, ambulance siren goes on, full lights and sound.
Yep.
And so you have not seen a horde yet.
No.
Like this is your first time seeing anything like this.
However, I've seen enough zombie movies to know that they're going to come running towards it. I turned it on. It's like 2 or 3 seconds. I peel out, turn it off.
Right. They have seen it previously when a horde of zombies was coming towards them. Just as they left the apartment complex, when the army Humvees burst through the fence and started gunning them down, and it was almost as if it was like there was a hive mentality without a hive mentality, because they all immediately like snapped and flocked towards their direction. That's what you just witnessed.
Yep.
You saw, we're chasing this loud noise. Here's a new loud noise with flashing lights, and you have 4 slow zombies, and you see the 6 or 7 screaming zombies coming at you, and now they're equal to the white building. Before they were like running up to it, they're about at the white
Again,
building.
I had it on for 3 seconds as I was getting everything in gear. As soon as I peel out, it's all off.
Yep. All right, so you're going down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the 2 lead vehicles, so in your rear view mirror, Colin, you two would pretty much see the other person and then an ambulance behind you. You all see this. So Colin, you see the slower zombies like shuffling after you, and you see the runners, and they're not giving up. They're not keeping pace with you because you're gunning it down the road. And from when you all drove in here and driving around here, you know there's not a ton of vehicles, abandoned vehicles. There's some here and there, but not to the point where you have to like be crazy with your evasive maneuvers. There are a few, but nothing insane. So you're gonna take a quick pause so that we can look at the map and figure out exactly where they're gonna go, so that I know what to do next. So. Alright, we're back. So we got a good game plan. We have Mitch in the lead vehicle, Matt in the middle, and Colin pulling up the rear in the ambulance.
That is no longer blazing lights and sirens.
In Colin's rear view mirror, he sees the running zombies. Ahead of Mitch, he sees the sports car, which is only seconds ahead of him. They actually are turning up the road that you turned down earlier, up towards where the car alarm is. But you know that there's another way around, and Jesse's in the car, still has the map on his phone. He's not driving, he's in the passenger seat. So presumably he's getting there. You see that ahead of you. They turn to the right, you get to that crossroads, and where do you go?
We'll keep there. We've got too many following us. I'm just gonna keep going straight.
So you're gonna go straight. So you see the same thing, a little bit of the distance, you're just following Mitch. You see the same thing, you're just following Mitch. So as you go down, you see kind of the same as when you're driving around before, like you looking around, Gabe's in the shotgun position, BB gun position, and he's looking around, every once in a while he kind of points at something moving around. You're seeing kind of the same deal. You're seeing the occasional shadowy movement. Not sure what it is. It could be your trick of your imagination. Could be a zombie. Not really sure. Because you're driving around. You're not driving super fast.
No.
Right? You're just kind of moving. Because now you've pulled away from the threat. And then Colin, with time and distance, you're looking back. You don't really see them in hot pursuit anymore. Excuse me. So you put some distance between you and your pursuers.
But I know it's several miles to get to the
right. If your intent is to go check out the helicopter crash site, you have several miles, and you pass patches of buildings. You have the elementary school on the right. You go past. There's some stretches of nothingness, scatterings of buildings. I think you did a roundabout, like middle of nowhere roundabout, because not Charleston. Off to the left stretches the trail out to Lee Canyon. You keep going straight, and eventually, you're getting close to the crash site.
I would want to, like, while we're driving, first of all, who had the radio to talk to church back at
Us. Because my car is the only one with the charging dock.
Right.
Jesse took one of the radios, but like we have the charging dock and the other radio.
There was a couple radios. So Chloe had one. She was talking back and forth. You guys had one.
Yeah.
And then church had one. So as you're driving along, you're in Jesse's car.
Yeah.
So on this passenger seat next to you, there's one of the military radios. It's not on, but it's set to the channel y'all had agreed to earlier to talk back with them.
Okay.
I will have Gabe text Chloe and Jesse and ask if we plan on meeting them.
Okay.
Is cell service still going?
He texts. It does a little loopy thing because you're in Mount Charleston, so it's spotty coverage.
I would. Yeah, I probably would radio in to try to the church, see if I can reach them.
Go ahead. So you pick up the radio, key it up. What do you say?
Church, you there? This is Matthew from earlier today.
Youngblood, what's up? Was that you with the sirens and the guns? What's going on?
Yeah.
Because remember, as the crow flies, you were literally like downhill from the compound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right down the road.
Yeah. That was Jesse. They're coming to you. Jesse and Chloe and the family is coming to you. Guys, so just they're in a sports car, right? GM. Yeah, they're in a sports car.
They coming in hot?
I don't think so. I don't think so. We took the majority of the keys off them with the sirens, so.
Because I don't hear the car alarm anymore.
Must have died down. I don't think you're in pursuit, but just be careful, just in case. We're headed down to the main lodge.
Copy. Be very careful. That's where the helicopter went down that area, right?
Yeah, we're gonna see what can happen, and then if everything goes right, we're going to get down to the valley.
Alright, well, you find any more decent folk, let them know where we're at.
We'll do.
Try to be some sort of safe haven in this shitstorm.
I think someone's trying.
Every life counts now.
You be careful too, okay?
Copy. Over and out.
And out. I'm wrong. Put that out.
So, you had a radio in your car too as well, right?
It wasn't turned on.
Oh. I'm just curious. So you have
That's why I didn't say anything.
So Gabe just has like the trying to send like I do all the time at work because holy shit, T-Mobile sucked out there.
T-Mobile sucks.
Not that I'm worried about losing that sponsorship.
I've got no reception up here.
Yeah.
Aww. Oh yeah, AT&T is terrible up here too. Verizon's
T-Mobile now
worse.
promises up to 40% coverage in your house.
Yeah, I've got spin.
So yeah, you do that call. Gabe just has the spinning text.
We'll get a hold of them, brother. Don't worry.
Well, I'll keep trying.
Nice.
So you're driving along and you're coming around, you hit to the roundabout, and then you start to see up ahead. Let me flip this up to the top real quick.
See.
Well, you see off to the left in the brush, you see a helicopter wreck. Obviously, it's not smoldering as badly anymore.
Considering it crashed yesterday.
Yeah, there's still, it's going to be still some residual smoke.
Oh, come on, stop. I crashed today. Time is all fucked with me.
I'm trying to drag this thing down back to the bottom. Stop it! Okay, here we go. Twitchy mouse on the laptop. So you still see that kind of off to the left, and you do see kind of a gathering around it. You see about 30 zombies, but they're all just kind of standing there, like all looking at the wreckage. There's the most current stimulus.
Are there any in the road?
There's a few, but the road it's kind of smoothed out because there's off to the right. It's literally right across from the lodge. You see, there's a good number of cars in the parking lot of the lodge, and you see a few zombies kind of in the parking lot just standing. Because by now you're a couple miles down the road from where the noise was earlier. So noise does travel, but as it travels, it distorts. So it's not easy to get a specific bead. So
it definitely starts to dissipate.
yeah, you're talking like bang, bang, a few seconds of ambulance. That's not enough for them to like lock onto. From what you've seen, they require like a constant, like that's the signal, like that's what I'm going for. So if you've ever
probably have no sense of object permanence, so once it leaves their field of view completely, they have no idea what it is.
Like have you ever been around like I don't know, it sounds weird, like a car fire, like burning metal where it ticks and pops for a long time afterwards. So they're all still the 20 or 30. It's hard to get a specific count, but they're all just standing there. And you're far enough away to kind of see this because the road leading up to Mount Charleston is kind of uphill a little bit, and you stop far enough out where you see this in the distance. And Gabe actually still has binoculars, I believe. Didn't he have binoculars?
Yes.
Pretty sure he did. Yeah, he did have binoculars. So he whips those out. He's like, ooh, he passes them over to you, and you see this. So the helicopter wreck is off to the side of the road. It went down in kind of the bush off to the left side of the road as facing 95. And it's ringed on, I'd say, 3 sides by just this wall, 2 to 3 zombies deep. And they're all not like right up on it because that would be them burning, but they're all just focused on it. And then you kind of see almost as when you blow a dandelion where there's like the cluster and they kind of blow away, you see where like there's like a trail where it kind of thins out as it gets closer to the lodge. And then you see a couple kind of trailing back towards where some houses were. So it looks like they were drawn in, then they kind of lost track of it like you were saying, and then kind of just gave up. Driving through, you'll draw some heat. But if you're trying to stop, not the best timing for it. If you're trying to just go through,
I was hoping to search the wreckage for armor and weapons.
If you're just trying to drive through, creative driving, you'd be able to make through. Plus, you could loop through the parking lot because there's the entrance, and then you go down through the parking lot. There's the exit. You're in the lead vehicle, so whatever you do right now, you have no comms with anybody. You have the radio, but you haven't figured out a way to talk to him or him yet. Yeah. So you just essentially
have cell phones.
Yeah.
You picture him on Charleston. Cell phones not working there.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You said we're a decent far away.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll slow to a stop.
Okay.
I'll leave the car running.
Yeah.
Where are we parking?
We're in the road, but we're a good distance away.
Okay.
So as you're coming up to Mount Charleston, there's like there's the lodge, then there's the traffic circle that goes up to Lee Canyon.
Never been.
Really? You should go, man.
I know I should.
You should go like before winter's over.
Mountain man.
Go play in the snow.
Basically, it's a slow.
My vehicle won't be allowed up there.
It goes from like 1,000 feet to 3,000 feet over the course of the stretch.
Like a mile.
Yeah. So it's a gradual uphill, but like enough where
I know there's a point where there's a 1K trail, like flat road.
Yeah.
That goes between 8,000 and 9,000 feet.
It's a good. There's a lot of good hiking up there, but you're stopped far enough back, and there's kind of like a stretch of nothing in between, where you have a clear field of view all around. And again, I'll be able to indicate where they're at on the map in post production.
I'll just tell Gabe, ISPO. I'll open up the door and not get fully out, just kind of like
you're just kind of
like stand.
Yeah.
And I'll look back at the two of you. And I just kind of.
So you don't have your communication at all?
No, not right now. Because I mean, you have a radio. He has a radio. You have a radio, but you've never coordinated.
Yeah, we didn't coordinate them.
It's as if I didn't give you time to figure this out before I attacked you with a bunch of zombies or something.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like you see us stop and you see me gesturing.
I'm going to just open the door and just... How far away from the group?
We can't be stopped for long.
Yeah.
Let's just...
Yep, 100%. Get back in the car. Let's get
So
out of here.
We could set up a car alarm at the lodge.
Okay, so right now your lead vehicle, middle vehicle, trail vehicle, and then you're stopped. Let's call it half a mile short of the group, which is adjacent to it goes group of zombies, road, parking lot for the lodge, which I'm gonna be able to indicate on the map. And you could go straight on the road. You have to go around / through some zombies, or you can weave through the parking lot, which will take more time. Could potentially draw more zombies.
So you as you, Colin, have never been, but you as Dame Colin obviously have. And so you would know that the lodge parking lot is there's the lodge, and then there's a parking lot right in front of it, and then there's an elevated section with more parking lot. It's all on rocks. So when I say we could set up a car alarm, we could set off one of the lower cars and draw them all not only back to the lodge, but
is there a way for if I drive into the parking lot, can I do what I need to do and keep going, or will I need to turn around and come back down and get back to the main road? So use.
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna
stick.
tell you guys to go through not the parking lot, just go. I'm gonna go into the parking lot, create a diversion. I'm gonna use my defensive driving skill. I'm basically going to drive in, stop, shoot one of the cars to set it off, and then keep it.
You can easily see the bottom parking lot from the top one.
Without stopping, do my whole window down and just this far away, slow down enough to where I'm not trying to hit a target this big at 50 plus miles an hour.
We'll go through.
Yep.
So that is where we're going to stop this episode. Right before we enact that plan. It's been a good session. We unfortunately did lose temporarily Jesse and Chloe's character. We still have Gabe, who will ideally join us virtually here, hopefully for the next recording session. So now we have Colin, Mitch, and Matt. And as always, I'm RP Sarge. Don't forget to go out there and shoot that like button in the head. Help get that channel out there. Get Zealand Las Vegas the recognition and credit it deserves. And until the next time we meet, stay alive.
Don't do that face.
What?
You know that face.